whispered promise neither one of us could feel. Your smile was a doorway I almost walked through, but fear builds walls faster than love can pull us to.
And every moment we let slip still lingers in my chest.
A love that almost happened, but never got the chance to rest. Now we're only shadows of the almost, two souls drifting in the echoes of what we could have been, caught between the longing and the letting go, still holding on to things we never did begin. If almost love could speak tonight, would it tell us to try again, or say goodbye?
I still remember how your fingers brushed my sleeve, like you were choosing if you'd stay or if you'd leave. Your laughter warmed the places I kept cold, but some stories end before they're even told.
And every what if that I chase pulls me back to you, a dream that almost happened, but somehow never followed through. Now we're only shadows of the almost, two souls drifting in the echoes of what we could have been, caught between the longing and the letting go, still holding on to things we never did begin. If almost love could speak tonight, would it tell us to try again, or say goodbye? Maybe we were scared to fall, maybe we were too afraid to know,
But every time I see your face, the past refuses to let go.
and I wonder if you feel it too, the weight of all we never tried,
A truth we kept in silence, a love we left unclarified.
still we're only shadow of the almost. But I swear I feel your heart reaching out to mine. If we step beyond the fear we used to trust, maybe almost could become the love we never found in time.
'Cause when you look at me like that tonight, I see more than shadows.
I see a chance to make it Every smile you gave felt like a secret meant for me. But we hid our hearts in shadows when no one else could see.
And I still wonder why we stayed so far from what we knew.
Love was in the open, but we pretended not to see the view. We're just pieces we never claimed, scattered moments of a love we never dared to name, holding fragments of a truth we both felt the same. But fear kept writing ending before our story came. Tell me, were you mine in ways we never said?
I kept the little things you left behind, a laugh, a glance, a softness tangled in my mind. We danced so close to us, but never crossed the line. Two hearts tracing edges of a love we called not mine.
And I still hear your voice inside the quiet of my night, a memory of almost still burning soft and bright. We're just pieces we never claimed, scattered moments of a love we never dared to name, holding fragments of a truth we both felt the same. But fear kept writing endings before our story came. Tell me, were you mine in ways we never said? Maybe the timing wasn't kind, maybe we were scared to lose the comfort we would find. But every piece of you still lives inside my chest, a puzzle left unfinished, a truth left unconfessed. And we're still pieces we never claimed, but I see the full picture every time you say my name. If love survives in silence, then ours still burns untamed, a quiet masterpiece of hearts we never framed. So tell me now,
Do you still keep the pieces too?
change in you before you turned your face. A quiet trembling in the air I couldn't quite replace. Your smile was fading like a picture left in rain, and every word you didn't say was echoing my name.
I reached for you, but you were miles inside your distant eyes. A love that once was certain, now slipping through the lies. That was the night
You drifted away like a shadow pulled by tides that I couldn't
Did you look back at all?
The night you drifted away.
You said you needed time, but time became a wall, a place where all our promises forgot how to stand tall. I waited in the doorway of a home we never made, listening to echoes of the plans we left unplayed.
I whispered words that used to carry you through storms,
but silence filled the spaces where we once felt warm. That was the night you drifted away, like a shadow pulled by tides that I couldn't make you stay. I held your hand, but felt the space where your heart used to lay. Tell me, did you look back at all?
maybe love can fade so slow you don't feel it disappear. Maybe drifting happens softly before you even hear. But when I saw your final glance, something broke inside, a truth that we'd been losing us long before goodbye.
That was the night you drifted away, and though I reached for you, you slipped beyond the shades of gray. I traced the memory of your touch, like it still wants to stay. Tell me, did a part of you remain?
The night you drifted away. You standing where the storm began to fade, raindrops falling softly on the choices we had made. Your eyes were searching mine like they were asking me to stay, but silence lingered heavy in the words we couldn't say. And every step we didn't take still haunts the night we knew. Two hearts on different pathways that somehow still lead back to you. At the crossroads in the quiet rain, we stood between the memories and all the things we couldn't name. If love was calling, was it ours to claim, or just a moment passing through a fragile, trembling flame? Tell me, why does that night still remain?
Your hand was shaking like a truth you couldn't hide, a secret longing reaching out from deep inside. I almost told you I'm afraid fear can drown the bravest heart before the feelings show.
And now those raindrops echo, every heartbeat left undone. A choice that never blossomed, a story we never let begun. At the crossroads in the quiet rain, we stood between the memories and all the things we couldn't name. If love was calling, was it ours to claim? Or just a moment passing through, a fragile, trembling flame? Tell me, why does that night still remain? Maybe the rain was telling us that endings come disguised, but sometimes love is waiting in a single unspoken sigh. I still replay that moment like it's frozen in my mind. Two shadows on a corner, searching for the courage we couldn't find. At the crossroads in the quiet rain, I feel your ghost beside me every time the night turns gray. If we could return to where the doubt began that day, would we walk apart again, or finally choose to stay? Choose to stay. Hold me close like the night is slipping from your hand. Like every quiet heartbeat is a truth we understand. Your breath is warm against a world that's turning cold, and all the things we're scared to say are aching to be told.
'Cause morning has a way of stealing what the darkness lets us feel. A comfort made of fragile dreams that only midnight makes real.
So love me before the morning finds us, before the light reminds us of the distance we pretend we cannot see. Stay with me in this fading silence, where your touch is a promise that the night still keeps a place for you and me.
Your fingers trace the shadows falling on my skin, like you're mapping memories of where our love has been. You say you're not afraid, but your trembling gives you away. Some truths are only brave inside the dark where we both lay.
And maybe when the sunrise comes, we'll lose what feels so near. But right now in your arms, there's nothing left to fear. So love me before the morning finds us, before the light reminds us of the distance we pretend we cannot see. Stay with still lingers in the quiet of my chest. A ghost that walks the hallways where our memories rest. I try to let you go, but every step I take feels like I'm tracing shadows of the promises we'd made.
And though the years have drifted on, some pieces never fade. Your voice still whispers softly in the corners time has made.
These are the sorrows that still wander, moving through the places where our hearts would meet and wander. I keep them close like echoes I can't smother, a love that still remembers even when we lose each other. Tell me, do your sorrows wander too?
I see you in the quiet when the evening turns to gray, a fading silhouette of what my heart still wants to say.
You were the comfort,
You were the storm, you were the fire, keeping all my doubts warm. And every dream where you return feels real enough to keep,
a memory that chooses where my restless nights will sleep. These are the sorrows that still wander, moving through the places where our hearts would meet and wander. I keep them close like echoes I can't smother, a love that still remembers even when we lose each other. Tell me, do your sorrows wander too? Maybe we were meant to break, maybe love required more, but even now I feel you in the silence at my door. If letting go is healing, why does healing feel like you? 1,000 little pieces I don't know how to undo. These are the sorrows that still wander, searching for the moments when our hearts will grow and fonder. I carry them like stories I can't alter, a love that keeps returning even when it shouldn't bother. Tell me, when the night comes through,
do your sorrows wander back to me too?
we were drifting through the days like a slow sunrise. All the colors of your voice still linger in my mind. Every moment that we touched felt like borrowed time, but I held on, hoping you'd stay mine.
Even when the distance started pulling threads apart, I kept every quiet heartbeat hidden in the dark.
At the edge of our memory, where the light turns soft and the past feels near,
I still hear you calling me like a whisper of our memory. You were everything familiar in a world so wide. Now I chase the fading echoes of your shadow light. I replay the little laughs you're leaving every night, trying not to fall through what's left inside. Even though the words between us slowly came undone, my heart keeps rewriting how we almost won. At the edge of our memory, where the light turns soft and the past feels near, I still hear you calling me like a whisper that never quite disappeared. If love is a place we can return to, our way where you left a piece of you in me. At the edge of our memory, if someday you walk back into the quiet I keep, you'll find every broken moment folded carefully. 'Cause nothing I've lost ever felt so true as the part of my heart that stayed with you. At the edge of our memory, where the night holds every story we became, I'll be there eternally, calling out your forgotten name. If love is a place we still belong to, come back for the part of you in me. At the edge of our memory, at the edge of our memory.
We were holding on to moments like they never slip away, tracing promises in whispers, hoping love would always stay. But the silence in your eyes told me more than words could say, and I felt the distance rising like a tide we couldn't escape.
I tried to stitch the fading pieces